Hi everyone, how are you doing? So today we're going to be continuing with our barley harvest on the English map. Not too much left to do on this field. Once this is harvested, I'm going to continue rowing up our straw ready to bale, and then of course we're going to bale it. At which point I will have to either leave the bales in the field for a bit or invest in an auto stacker. The other option is actually to put the bale grab on or even the bale fork, and we could move the bales that way. So a few options available. Whatever is the cheapest at the time, I think, because we don't really have a great deal of money to be thrown around, and that is required for other things. So I think I will be just taking one step at a time with this farm. Slow beginnings, obviously, because we're just starting off. So yeah, I think that the first thing is really just to get everything baled, and then we'll go from there. I should think we will be moving the bales with the front loader, because I don't think I'll be able to stretch to an auto stacker yet. So a few small changes. I have changed the currency to pounds, I have changed the speed to miles per hour, and I have actually slowed down the rate that our tractors get dirty as well. I've put that on slow because I don't really want to be cleaning them all the time. I want a realistic speed for the tractors getting mucky. Obviously they do get quite dusty at harvest, but they wouldn't get too muddy. So let's just get this load sold. I had a few comments saying that you can actually lock that trailer to tip backwards rather than sideways, but that is a mod apparently, so I might look into getting that. That sounds good, because I really only like the rear tippers. But yeah, I think we will have to stick with this trailer, or I may get the next size, actually no, not the next size up, but the bigger one, just due to the fact that I cannot reverse those articulated trailers in that tight yard. So it will have to be the much bigger one, or the smallest one you can get, which is this one. So I'm going to continue rowing everything up while I'm waiting for the combine to fill. Just emptied it, so the trailer's almost full again, but I'm not going to empty it yet. I'll just do a bit more here. I had a comment saying why don't I get the biggest windrower in the game, and the simple reason why I'm not going to is because I don't want to go with the biggest machinery all the time. I know it gets the job done quicker, but I'm not really the kind of person who just wants to get the job done as fast as possible. I like to use a realistic sized machine for the field that we're in. Now I guess you could say that this field is big enough for the biggest windrower, and you may be right, but is the farm capable of such a large machine? Probably not. This is probably the only field which it would be used in, so it wouldn't really be cost effective to get the biggest machine, and also I cannot afford the biggest machine, so that is the simple reason why I have not got the biggest windrower. Hopefully that's a good enough reason for you, but that is the reason why. Right, so combine's almost ready to empty again. Hopefully it can get to the end and turn round before it's full. This is going to be a bit of a rush job because I'm on 73% already, and the combine is virtually full, so I'm going to have to quickly rush back to the combine once I've filled my trailer. But it's not going too quick, so it shouldn't be too hard to get back to it in time. And obviously the header's not too wide. But it's almost done. Not too much left to harvest. I was actually going to not record any more of this field harvest, just because I didn't want to bore anyone. But actually, I had a few comments, maybe one or two, which said that people wanted to see the rest of it. So here you are. Here's the rest of the harvest. I don't like cutting stuff out, but sometimes I have to, just because it gets a bit repetitive. The last thing I want is a repetitive video, because there's not much point in me making it if no one's going to watch it. Simple as that. But yeah, let's get this thing emptied once again. I can't imagine how many times I've emptied this trailer. I do have to probably get a bigger one. It is taking quite a lot of loads to get the grain from that field to the yard. And also our grain store is getting fairly full, so I'm going to have to start selling this because I need that money for the baler. I've got a round baler, but as I explained in part 2, I can't really use that baler because the bales are going to roll away. So I'm going to have to get the front loader, I think, buy a bigger trailer and start taking this stuff to the selling point, because I'm going to have to get a different baler. Now I may well sell the round baler, but I don't really want to because it's probably good for hay. But yeah, that's just the way it is. We're going to have to make some money back before I can buy anything else. That's another load. Selling this one, and hopefully we can get a bit more for it. I'm planning on getting another trailer since we're down this way, and I'm not sure if I'm going to put another one on the back of this one. I don't really want to, due to the fact that it'll be quite tricky to manoeuvre around the tight yard. But having said that, I can't really afford a great deal more, so it may just be a temporary thing, but we will see. So the shop's in here, our dealership. Let's have a see what they've got. Right, tippers. Obviously the small one here is what I'll probably have to get. This one here, the TMK 266 bull, is what I would like to get. The aggro liner is, I don't know about that one because it's the articulated front. It's got the dolly at the front, and that's going to be tricky. So I don't know, I'll probably have to go with another one of these for the time being, but I would like to change fairly quick. So I'll hitch this to the back, and it's hopefully just a temporary measure. Right. Crashed into my own trailer. Yeah, I don't like this kind of arrangement, double trailers, but like I say, it is just a temporary measure. Look how much we've got completed. You can hardly see any crops in that field now. Ooh, the fun thing is going to be getting these two trailers through the gate. Ooh, we've got a long load. Seems to be okay. It's following us in. Great. Right, this combine is full again. But it's got barely anything left to do. The reason why I bought the double trailers was for getting the grain from the yard to our sell point. But of course we're going to have to do a bit of front loadering for that. So my main aim is to get this crop from the field to the selling point first, and then we'll concentrate on emptying our grain store. And that's if the price is right, of course. Let's have a look. Barley. We've got 70,000 litres, I think it's litres, in storage. Yeah, price is down. That's probably because we've been selling some. Whoops, wrong one. Yeah, we can only sell at the biogas plant or the winter stay stores. So we'll just have to get the best price at the time I sell it. But for the time being, let's get this thing loaded up. Now I've programmed in the cruise control so it unloads at a steady speed, much easier than using the pedals to try and maintain the speed. But I do like the new system they've implemented into 15, where you can set your speed rather than just pressing 1 and 2 on the keyboard, and 3. So that's a big improvement, really like that. But yeah, this field is virtually done, and to be honest, I'm pleased, because I think we've probably had enough harvesting for 1 day, or 3 days as it is. I would like to move on to some grass work. I would like to do some grass work, some mowing or something. That's full. Obviously we're going to have to get this baled up first. We will need some of the straw for bedding, but not all of it. We're going to get a fair bit out of this, I think. That combine should be fine until the end now, so I'm going to leave this here, jump into this tractor, and of course neaten up this mess which I made yesterday. And what a mess it is. That is a good reason for doing the rowing up. Now the outside headlands shouldn't really need rowing up. I think they were okay, fairly neat. It's just this sort of triangle area here which I'm going to have to mess around with. And I also got a comment saying do the verges. I did mention the verges in part 1. It's something that I do want to do. I want to do some mowing of the verges. I think the best mower for that is, I can't remember what they call it. You'll know what I mean though. Mowers. This one here, the Novacat. I think that's probably the best one to do the verges with. But that's obviously another day. And I might even go to the extent of collecting what I cut for the verges. I'm not too sure yet. That will all be decided in a later video. But for today I really want to concentrate on getting this field finished for this video, because I don't want to drag it over 4 videos. It'd be good to get it done in part 3, whoops, and then we can move on. So once this is all rowed up, baled, and obviously the bales collected, whenever that may be, then we can move on to the next job, which I'm hoping will be some mowing, if all goes to plan. That is my favourite job on the farm anyway. I love mowing. Right, so this is all done. You can see much wider between each row. This is fairly neat as it is, but I may as well do it just to save time with the baling. Has the combine stopped? Maybe. I think it has. It's missed some. I'll have to get that going again. But yeah, not a bad job. We've got a fair bit done here. I'm pleased with it. And if I can get it done today, then that'd be brilliant. Okay, so the harvest is done. I've virtually done all of this rowing up now. So once we get to the end of here, I'll be able to fold it all up, put it away, and I think I need to clear up before I get the baler out. If I get the baler out actually, because it may not even be yet, because I still need to get enough money to buy the square one. Now if it seems impossible, then I will probably still have to go with the round baler. Not something I want to do, whoops, but I may have to, so we'll just check the prices of things. Let's have a little look. Baling technology. No, I don't think I will be able to buy the square baler today. I have £12,000. This is 128,000. Right, well, I could leave all this ready to be done when I have the money. I probably will. It's probably the best idea. Which means we'll have to move on to a few other jobs. I think today I'll finish off by clearing everything up and selling a few loads of grain. Because I do not want to be round baling this, really. I mean, they might not roll too far. It's not as bad as that field over there. I think it will though. I don't think it's worth it. I'll definitely wait until I've got the money. I'll buy the square baler, and then we can do it properly. In the meantime, I will pretty much have a tidy up, and then tomorrow I will begin working on our hay, which is what I want to do next. And of course that means feeding our cows, which we need to do. That's a fairly vital job. So let's put this away. Right, so the front trailer is full, so I'm going to leave that one here. Means I have to take that one off first. We'll just pop it in there for now, and I'll put this one in the back here. Right, so we need this tractor now, and I need the bucket for it. Now the bucket for this tractor is actually at the other farm, so I'm going to head out there now and drop off our windrower. I think we're turning right here. And get that loaded on, and then I'll fill up that trailer which we've got back at the yard, take that one to the selling point and call it a day, because I really need to get some money in, and the only way of doing that is by selling the grain which I have. And here we are at Chantry Farm. We've got our sheep, and our cows are somewhere. I have seen them. Not in there. Here they are, in front. There's our cows. And I need... oh, mind the chicken. Well, cockerel. I'll put this away into this shed, and then we'll get the bucket on. Okay, so now I just need to find the bucket. I haven't seen it yet. There is one about though, so it should be somewhere in the region of here. Now there's our bale fork. There's our spreader. Might have to just check the PDA for it. It can't be too far away though. There it is, just there. Right next to it. So let's get that hitched on. Oh, I wish it didn't jump. Okay, oh, mind that again. Coldborough Farm, here we are. I don't normally take this entrance. I've been going down to the field before. There's today's work. All rode up nicely. Ready for our baler when we get it. And there's our other trailer undercover. Sorry, it's a bit of a tour of the farm again. So, yeah, let's get this thing loaded up. Look at the amount of grain we've got in there. Oh, solid hit. Okay, heavy stuff. I think I've got the trailer at the wrong angle, really. Wow, this stuff is heavy. I think we need a rear weight on. Yeah, I'm going to have to go around the side of it. bit silly putting it there, really. Okay. And I think I saw a rear weight, or front weight. There we go. We'll get that on the back. Okay, we'll hitch the trailer on then and take it to our selling point. I think the price is still bad, but I'm going to have to get some shifted. But I'll leave the majority until after we've done the grass work. And off we go. Better make sure I put my beacons on. Now I must remember to reset my indicators because I had them on the floppy paddles on my steering wheel before I installed the update for Farming Simulator, and it wiped the controls that I had set up. So I need to reset them now I've installed the update, because obviously I can't indicate without using the keypad. Sorry, I didn't mean to pull out in front of that. My mouse just disintegrated in my hand again. I've got like a grippy pad on the side of my mouse which keeps falling off. I think it's when I've been using it a while. The glue just sort of gives up and it falls off. So I'm going to either have to replace it or stick it back on. But it gets stuck underneath my sensor and it doesn't let me look around properly. Anyway, I think we may be here some time sitting behind this van, so I'll see you at the selling point. The cars don't half drive slow on this game, do they? They're doing the speed that a tractor should be doing. Is there no way of speeding them up? I don't know if you can speed up the traffic. I've never seen it done before. I guess if you do it too quick, they'll just start skidding around the bends and you start losing them and causing chaos. So I'm guessing that's why they travel at 20. But our money is creeping up. Not enough to get our next baler, but we're getting closer each time. There we go, 21,000, pretty much back to what I was at before I bought the second trailer. But yeah, that is it for now. I might continue and sell a few more, but I'll see you tomorrow. I'm hoping to do some grass work, maybe some hay work as well, if that's what I'm going to do with the grass. Whether I'm going to collect it or not, or bale it up, I don't know. So anyway, I'll see you then tomorrow, and thanks for watching as usual. Toodaloo.